Despite the corona crisis, the international department of the ÖGB remains internationally networked, and this time it goes to Brazil. Annyeli, I'm really, really happy to see you, even if it's only by video conference. You are working for the Teachers Union in Rio. How are you, and how is the situation currently in Brazil?
Hi, Isabelle. It's a great pleasure to be here with you. Here we are very sad, and we are concerned about the future. Me, personally, I'm at home. I live with my parents. We are trying to keep our routine. I am working at home, and we are trying to be safe at home.
COVID-19 pandemic is not only a health disaster, but an economical and social one too. Are there any unemployment benefits or other kinds of support for those who lost their job? I suppose there are many.
Yes, on March, the latest statistics shows that unemployment rate is nearly 12% here in Brazil. It means 12 million people, and our unemployment rate was high before the pandemic crisis, and we are trying to defend workers, not only CUT, but also the whole union movement here. We are very close, we are together, because the companies, they are trying to negotiate flexible wages and journeys with workers. They want to negotiate directly without unions. So we are fighting in Congress and in our Supreme Court to give workers guarantees to assure that these collective bargains will be respected.
The shutdowns are affecting especially the workers in the informal economy. How is the situation for them? I mean, with no income and no support, how do they satisfy basic needs?
Well, here, since the coup, which impeached Dilma here in Brazil, we see our informality rate very high. We are nearly 40 million people working as informal, working on delivery platform, working as domestic workers, self-employed people who doesn't have any kind of social protection. So we have a lot of people in this situation. The government, the Bolsonaro administration, at first, they offered 200 reais. You can live with this money. They offered 200 reais, and the left-wing parties in the Congress with trade unions, we defended and we achieved another value, a higher income help, another something like 100 euro, 600 reais for 3 months. Okay. So it's the main national help to informal workers who are unemployed. But we know that it's not enough. We must try more. We need more help for these people who are in informal work, who are in informal situations.
You were talking about your president. President Bolsonaro does not want to face the danger of COVID-19 pandemic. He is strictly against the shutdowns, and he has been joining a demonstration. There, the protesters were calling for a military intervention and the shutdown of the parliament. My question is Brazil falling into a dictatorship? And how are the civil society and especially the trade unions, CUT Brazil, reacting?
Well, Bolsonaro is trying to follow Trump administration style. And we know that Bolsonaro, since he was a congressman, he used to support dictatorship. in his speeches, in his interviews, he has always said that the dictatorship was good to Brazil. So we are very concerned about it because we are in the middle. We are living in a pandemic crisis, and we have a political crisis too. So it's the second time that Bolsonaro joined a dictatorship demonstration this month and last month, and our society is very divided, is splitted, and we, as CUT and other trade unions and all democratic parties, we are trying to defend our constitution, defend our democracy, because our lives are in risk. And we are involved in a huge articulation to defend democracy here in Brazil, because we know that Bolsonaro is trying to drive Brazil to a chaos, and we are very concerned about it.
Annyeli, you are from the Teachers Union. In some region of Brazil, the schools have been closed. Do you have online homeschooling? How is the internet access? How does it work?
Well, here in Brazil, all states suspended classes, all schools. Okay. Basically, we are all closed, all closed. And well, we have a huge social disparity, a huge internet access problems, and especially in Rio and São Paulo, our schools networks are, we have, especially in Rio, we have nearly 700,000 students in public schools. And we have the private sectors too. And well, in public schools, some governors are trying to use internet to give classes online, to give online classes, but we know that many teachers, they don't have good access, good internet access. Many students, they don't have good conditions. And besides, as much as poor students, they live in favelas, in slums, and they have only one room, sometimes for 7 people in the same room. You don't have good conditions to learn. So it's not just have the internet, because almost everybody has a cell phone here. But sometimes this one cell phone is, you share this cell phone with the other members of your family, and so you don't have a concentration. You can't be concentrated to learn. You don't have a good access. You don't have a good internet access. And so we believe that this online education, it's not possible to the whole students, especially in public schools. But some private schools, which have the middle class as target groups, are giving classes. They are trying to keep their classes online.
Okay, thank you very much, Annyeli. Take care, and solidarity, great things to all your colleagues and family, and mantenha-se com saúde.
Oh, thank you very much. Obrigada.
Thank you.